Guys, it's Peggy with Show Me Bunnies and More, and it's been a bit since I have done a update on our mealworms. So I thought that while I was cleaning them out, I would just kind of do a breakdown. The only thing I don't have in here right now is the beetles. So when you're starting out, basically, you want 4 containers. You want a container to put your beetles in. You want a container to put your mealworms in. You want a container for your nursery, which is your pupas. And then you want a container for your frass, which is where all the eggs are going to be at. Okay? And then later on, you can save up your mealworm frass. And that can be used as a fertilizer as well as actually food for the mealworms. So what I did just now was, I don't have anything fancy. Just sift the bran meal, which is what you will feed them. So their food is bran meal. You're going to put bran meal in each container except your frass container and your frass container, your nursery don't need it. Your mealworms and your beetles do need it. So just remember it that way, okay? So you're going to put your food in. You're going to add your worms. Then you're going to add some hideout spots for them. So toilet paper rolls that are empty, of course. Paper towel rolls. And you can also do egg cartons as well, and you can just flip them over, and they like to go under it and burrow, so that's perfect for the worms, the beetles as well. Once it's been a couple of weeks, you need to clean out their container. So cleaning out their container, you're going to take a cheap strainer, nothing fancy. This is an old kitchen strainer that I have. There's nothing fancy about it, just an old kitchen strainer. I use that to get all the bran meal out and all the what you call the frass, which is the mealworm poop. So I get that out, put it in another container, which is, hang on, this container right here. This is all the mealworm poop. And as you can see, there are some mealworms around in there as well. So you never want to throw that stuff away. That's good stuff right there still. You want to keep that back. You're going to have eggs that hatch in it. You're going to have mealworms that turn into pupas and so on. So you're just going to keep that as a living box. That's your extras. That's what's left from their food. Now you're going to ask me, what the heck are pupas? So, you start with a beetle. The beetle lays eggs in its food on the bottom. Every 3 to 4 weeks, you clean it out by sifting it. And them are your eggs. You put them in a container. You can mark it and label it. And you know, for like 8-12 weeks, you're not going to see a whole lot going on until they start getting bigger and they start moving around, because they're microscopic. There are hundreds and hundreds of little babies in there as well. These are pupas. So once your mealworms have fully matured, like that, they will turn into these. These little guys will take 7 to 14 days, and they will hatch into beetles. So it's a rotation of containers, of moving. Okay, so then you got your beetles. You're going to move your beetles, and you don't need any bedding or any food or any water in this. So you're going to move your beetles to your beetles. And then you're going to keep on adding, you're going to keep on coming through your mealworms and pulling out the pupas, separating them, and then, of course, siphoning. It's not much to water them at all. You water them twice a week is what I do, every 3 to 4 days. A carrot is a number one. You can do potatoes as well. Nothing acidic, anything like that. And that gives them water, and that is what they drink. So, oh, look, here's a pupa, you guys. Almost a pupa. I'm gonna go ahead and toss them in there. So, so that's that. Okay. So then, when you purchase a kit from me, it's called a mealworm starter kit. You are going to get mealworms. You're going to get beetles. And you're going to get the bran meal. You're going to get the water source. You're going to get 2 plastic containers that it's in, just to bring it home, and you can reuse them. And then you're going to get frass, which has got hundreds and hundreds of little baby mealworms. So basically what I did is I have the starter for you to get started, but also you have, instead of having to wait 8 to 12 weeks for them to turn into mealworms, I already did that job for you. So we got the mealworms. So then you're on your second generation with the pupas and the tiny mealworms. You're on that next generation already. So you already got a good starter set for it. So that's what you get. Mealworms, you get your beetles, you get your hundreds of little mealworms, you get your food source and your water source, and of course you get your instructions on how to do it, as well as me for support to be able to help you follow along on your journey. So this is an easy way to not only feed and give your chickens and ducks more protein, as well as your reptiles, but it's also a way to save much more money. And I'm not gonna lie, it's therapeutic. It's something about moving something from one location to the next, kind of just putting your hands through this. It's just something therapeutic. So I recommend you giving it a try. Message me for a starter kit. Bye.